I was a third-class gunner's mate. I was assigned to a Navy LST. I boarded that in San Diego, California, and stayed on that for about 2 years. My name is Bill Bigelow. I joined the U.S. Navy, and I served from 1967 to November of 1970. Spent the year of 1968 in Vietnam, from the all the way up by the DMZ down to the Mekong Delta. You know, getting the opportunity to go back to Vietnam, I struggled with it, but you know what? I'm gonna move forward. I'm not gonna allow this to keep me from not experiencing something. But it's just been a fantastic opportunity to go back and sit with the former enemy that I knew that would kill me as sure as I was sitting there. First step was like deciding that maybe it's time to go back. And when we went back, like I said, I had to go each step. The smells I had to get over, you know, but they all came back. It's like they never left me. 1993 was my first trip. And getting off the plane was the first step. It was like baby steps. I had to take one step at a time. We were in the market the first time, and he was talking to a gentleman in Vietnamese, and I was just standing beside him, and he said to me, "Hey Bill, come here a minute. I want to show you. I want to introduce you to somebody." And I came over and he said, "I want to introduce you to a sapper." And I looked at this man, and he said, "This guy was a VC." I looked at that guy, and he held his hand out, and I shook his hand, and I looked at him, and I'm thinking, I want to kill this guy. We were in a marketplace where there's a lot of people. I just cried. I couldn't stop it. After I wiped my eyes, I looked around. I'll bet there was 50 people standing there crying because they heard our conversation. It's like adopting my daughter. I'm thinking there was no rule book that said I had to adopt her, but I told her, I don't ever want you to say thank you to me, because I didn't do it for you. I did it for me, and it was my healing. She's Vietnamese. She was probably 6 years old when her father put her in the orphanage in Bien Hoa, South Vietnam. And when I went back, I took that briefcase that's on the floor there with us, with all of our documents and things, and I protected that thing like it was with my life, because it had all our information in it. And we were able to go back, and we stayed almost 3 months. We went with the team in February, and Susan finally came home with her on May the 1st of 1995. It changed my life totally, the way I thought, my thought process. There's a lot, like I said, a lot of people, I didn't want to hold that baggage anymore. And once I sort of like turned away and looked the other way, why, it made a big difference in how I act and how I just live my life.